Alright, welcome. Driving with the Squadman late at night. Had to get out of the house. It's snowing. The roads are very slippery. There's not a lot of traffic out here. But I've been cooped up all day, so me and the dog are taking a little spin. He's back there directly. He likes to sit directly behind me, which I find a little odd. This dog is a little bit odd in his habits and behaviors, but that's all right. Personality. Some people say, can an animal have a personality because they're not persons, but what else are you going to call it? They certainly have character, and they certainly have what we would consider personality. May not be exactly the same as a human being's personality, but animals certainly do not have personhood by the legal definition anyway. They don't have all the rights and privileges under the law that a human being does. So I won't see this guy driving a car anytime soon, although they did teach some dogs in New Zealand how to drive cars. Look it up if you don't believe me. Fascinating. I don't know what the point of it was, but they did it a few years ago. I don't mind driving in the winter. My former occupation, I had to drive in all kinds of conditions. The only issue with driving in the winter, driving in bad conditions, is the other motorists don't know what the hell they're doing. Granted, they didn't have the experience I did. I would have to drive 12 hours a day in the worst conditions all year round. And I did have special training for it, so I do understand that these other people have a very different skill set. Red light. Oh, my gloves on. Oh, the light just turned green. So as I mentioned in my last video, I was very happy to get my boxing done. I was contemplating doing something else, but didn't. The dog on the patio again. He still refused to pee, so he hasn't peed all day, which I find troubling. I would have liked to have taken him out for a walk, but very icy conditions, and it was minus 14 all day, so he probably would have had his paws cut up and covered in some road salt, and probably would have got very, very cold. I suppose I could have taken him out briefly, but anyway, he didn't want to go out. I wasn't going to force him, so my face is red now because there's a red light ahead, and the tail lights of the car in front of me are blasting me in the face with some red light. But anyway, that's it. So other than the sandwich I just had, see previous video. Oh look, we got a little dog looking over my shoulder. And boxing. I didn't really do a whole lot today. I watched a terrible movie. It was called The Wonder. Very boring. A couple hours long. Lame story. Of course, they managed to get their woke anti-male sentiment in there, even though really the men weren't doing anything worse than the women were. And anti-family unit, anti-Christianity. established European type culture. But anyway, that's pretty typical for Netflix these days. It wasn't as woke and as bad as a lot of stuff out there, but anyway. So yeah, that was a bit of a waste of time, but it allowed the dog to basically sit on my lap, or at least have his head on my lap, so I cuddled with the dog for a couple hours, so that was nice. The only real affection I get these days. Yeah, I did manage to get a lot of sleep, but as I mentioned, I just didn't have any energy to do anything. Might have had to do with the weather, or just everything that's affecting me these days, all the problems I'm struggling with. But that's it. Life goes on. I hope you're enjoying spending a little driving time. It's basically blustery out here. Snow. Oh, somebody's slid into a snowbank over there. Very slippery road conditions. I've got studded tires, but I've been driving with the studded tires the past 3 months, even though we had no snow, so a lot of my studs are probably gone. The tires are probably worn down. Driving on normal roads, winter tires don't fare very well in non-winter conditions. And particularly studded tires do not. But anyway, what can you do? Anyway, that's pretty much all I really have to say, which is not much. I'm just spending a little time driving, chatting. But I'll probably end the video here. So don't forget, who loves you, baby? This guy. And also remember, you're somebody's favorite person in this world. Probably mine. So I don't know if I'll put up another video. I'll probably put one up late tonight, but most of my viewers probably won't see it until tomorrow at the earliest. So until next time, love you. Goodbye. And talk soon.